Hi everybody, this is Mr. Forrest here. Hey, I'm going to walk you through getting the student data activities files and folders onto a USB stick here, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, here we go. Got it. Okay, so over here in Canvas, okay, we're going to go ahead and go to Modules. See over here, okay? And then we're going to go down to where it says, too far. There you go. Student data disk, WUG-XP. There's a little instruction sheet. It would walk you through kind of what I'm doing right now, but in the gist of it, it's a student data zip file. So I'm going to click on student data zip. It's going to say, do you want to download the student data zip? It's like, yep. And for my Chrome, it's going to put it down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and click on open the file. And what you're going to see is these are the files that are in the download zip file. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my USB stick and plug it in. Give me a second here. And my next available drive on this computer, okay, is drive I. So I want to take all these files and folders. So I click up here on data and then do a Control A for all, Control A, and then I can let go, and then I can click and drag these all onto drive I down here. And it's going to say, great, I got 209 of these items that I want to copy over onto that USB stick. And so just wait, it won't take very much longer. It's already a third of the way through. And this way now you have a USB stick, and then every time you plug in, when you're reading the book about A: or something like that, it's going to be like in my computer, drive I:. Now your drive letter, next available one, is going to be probably different than mine. Yours might be, the next drive letter could be drive G, or it could be drive F, or whatever and stuff. It just depends on your computer system, okay? At this point, it's like, okay, copy this, and it already has the file name for the index. Sure, go ahead, I'll just replace that one, no problem. And then it's done. So if I come back over here and I look at drive I, there's all the same folders, okay? And so you have access to this anytime. Again, this is one way to look at the zip. So if I come back out and I come down here and I go to the system prompt by typing in CMD, okay? And up here on the system prompt, I type in I:, which is my drive letter, and I do a dir. What I will see here are the files and folders and stuff that is on my USB stick. So it really does work, okay? So I think that that will be a good way for you to kind of help get started, because you'll start using some of those activity disk stuff in chapter 1. So let me go ahead, stop sharing and end my recording. Hey, I hope this helps you. It's supposed to be just a real brief walkthrough. All right, bye.